The gospel text of today is taken from the Gospel of Mark chapter 4 verses 35 to 41. Jesus has just completed the parable discourse. He has just shown through his words and parables that he will continue to be optimistic, that he will never lose hope, that he will keep on keeping on. And now, Jesus is going to teach his disciples this same lesson in action. With his disciples, he is in a boat. And even as the boat is sailing along the river, there is a storm. And the storm keeps bashing the waves against the boat, and the boat is about to overturn. And there are two characters, one Jesus and one of the disciples. The disciples are agitated. The disciples are excited. The disciples are nervous. The disciples are frightened. Jesus is serene. Jesus is calm. Jesus is in control. Jesus is even sleeping. And because Jesus is sleeping, despite all of this external thing going on around him, the disciples accuse him of not being concerned when they say in Mark, "Master, do you not care? We are perishing." They accuse Jesus of an uncaring attitude. They accuse Jesus of not coming to their aid. They accuse Jesus of not coming to their rescue because they are being destroyed, because they are perishing. Jesus gets up from the sleep. Jesus gets up from his serenity. And with a word, he commands the sea. And the sea is quiet. And then Jesus turns to his disciples and questions their lack of faith. It seems that they have not heard the parables of Jesus in the way they are meant to be heard. It seems that they are focusing on the 75% of the seed which is lost and not on the 25% where there is gain. It seems they are focusing more on agitation, on being frightened, rather than on being serene and on being calm like Jesus is. The boats of our lives are often rocked with external waves. And we too sometimes allege that Jesus is not concerned about them. We too allege that Jesus could not care or is uncaring to what we are going through, and we turn to him and say in the same words that the disciples use, "Master, do you not care? We are going down. We are perishing." At those times, we need to hear the Lord say to us, like he said to the disciples, "Why are you afraid? Have you no faith?" And even as he says this to us, he will calm the waves around us, and the boat in which he and we are will reach safely to the shore. When the boat of your life is being rocked by waves, will you say like the disciples, "Master, do you not care? I am perishing"? Or will you continue to row knowing that with the Lord by your side, you will reach the shore safely?